Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. It's not easy, I must admit. They really don't want you to see. They don't want you to see. But when it's dark at night, it gets harder for them to lie. When the city's sleeping, I collect their secrets buried in my mind. Will they ever see the light? When the city's sleeping, I hear all your secrets. You would lose your mind if you knew what's inside. When the city's sleeping, when the city's sleeping, they don't want you to see. When the city's sleeping, they don't want you to see. It's not easy, I must admit. They really don't want you to see. They don't want you to see. But when it's dark at night, it gets harder for them to lie. When the city's sleeping, I collect their secrets buried in my mind. Will they ever see the light? When the city's sleeping, I hear all your secrets. You would lose your mind if you knew what's inside. What's inside? What's inside? Know what's inside? What's inside? When the city's sleeping, I hear all your secrets. You would lose your mind if you knew what's inside. When the city's sleeping, when the city's sleeping, they don't want you to see. When the city's sleeping, they don't want you to see. Lately I've been losing my direction. I know 'cause I've been trapped inside this heart of mine. If you could let me out of my body, this feeling's got me out of my mind. Without you, without you, without you beside me. Without you, without you, without you beside me. without you, without you, without you beside me. I looked over my shoulder, saw you walking through the door. But you're not the same baby that I once knew. It's like I don't know you anymore. I feel the haze washing over you and me. I look for light inside the clouds. Sometimes the rain leaves as quickly as it stormed in. Looks like the worst is over now. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Ooh, I don't know you anymore. I don't know you anymore. It's always hard to say goodbye to the one person that's on your mind. But I can't waste my time trying to make you see you can't take back another lie. You broke your promise to me long ago. Though I tried my best to believe. Said your sorry ways would disappear. But now it's time for me to leave. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. Something strange hit me. I don't know you anymore. Ooh, I don't know you anymore. I don't know you anymore. Something strange in me. 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 I don't know you anymore. Something strange in me. Something strange in me. Something strange in me. I don't know you anymore. Ooh, I don't know you
UTEP did. UTEP just went against our Crimson Valorant team yesterday. Should I bring that up? Should I bring up the Valorant game yesterday?
Alrighty, we are back for that. We apologize for the delay there, ladies and gentlemen. But we got Overwatch back in the saddle.
Ready to go.
We should be ready for map number 1. We were mentioning this is a shortened version of Rivalry Week versus UTEP. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Hopefully everything is good. You should say R. We are R. All right. That's kind of weird.
We're ready to go here on this end. Yeah, UTEP, we just had our Crimson Valorant team play against them yesterday. Overwatch team is probably hoping to get back some glory.
We're going to go ahead and head to the game right now.
We're heading in.
Yeah, we're getting in.
Let's see this team comp. I'm excited. Control Point is, I mean, Lijiang Tower is a classic map. And obviously we got the ball. Going to keep people off site. I think he's probably going to keep that ball. Can't imagine we don't have a Junkrat or maybe a Bastion.
Alrighty, and thank you for carrying that bit of the stream.
What do you
Mr.
think?
Basket.
What do you think their comp's going to look like? I said we saw a ball for a second there. I'm expecting that to probably continue. Okay, we got Ursa, Baptiste.
Work together and we'll make it through.
Looks like they're not going to do. Oh,
Yeah, so they're still going to be picking operators here. So it's not, I guess, necessarily the best, I guess, tell of the game from the first couple seconds, but it does look like it's going to be a very quick push coming out from the side of UTEP compared to the very, I guess, somewhat meta pick / build coming out from the NMSU squad.
Yeah,
we're going to get those teleports in.
Lots of group healing for us. I'm expecting us to play very together here. The Maze hopefully going to be cutting people off. These early picks.
Definitely. We're going to see Enix, the last hope, playing on that Ursa, one of the very strong characters in the current meta. The turret meta, essentially, is what is the #1 thing right now. We also got, what is that? Is that Dragonheart or is that Jivey on the Bash?
That is
Bash. That's going to be an absolutely phenomenal pick. They are going to go ahead and start getting aggressive here. We do see Jivey on the Mei, looking to go ahead and
yeah,
get
it looks like
going.
the Bastion and Ursa are playing very together. Ursa's tanking the damage for Bastion so he can get his turret up as safe as possible. Mei, look, they're pushing him back very well here. Mei's walling for safety so far, not trying to get people alone because he's blocked a lot of damage.
And that's Zulu getting a beautiful nade onto lead there. That's the
and that'll be an easy kill.
What's his new name? It's not McCree anymore. Cassidy. Say Cassidy. That's his
same
proper name. Okay, we're gonna call him his proper name. But Zulu's gonna get another beautiful pick with the assist from the
yeah, it looks like
support DPS.
I mean, this is a scene you don't want to see on Lijiang Tower. Something's happened to me a lot in comp. Getting pushed back to the spawn here. Embarrassing. Kind of hard to figure out where you're gonna get your foothold from. Looks like they're not switching up their comp too much though. Here we go. Pretty much.
This is 3 ults now on the side of NMSU.
Looks like we're switching off the They're switching off the Cassidy for the Genji on UTEP.
Really perfect blockade with that ice orb. This is going to be a huge freeze going in from Zulu. If you want to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on over there, Enix is going to go ahead and combine with Jivey and Zulu for 1 each. That's 3 down now for UTEP.
Yeah, it looks like both tanks are down, so nobody's going to be able to really get a push off. But they're going to back up to site, kind of give up the ground they made there. But they got 66% on the point, looking very good. Go for it.
My bad.
No, you're good.
How do you go back to first person on this one?
You just press C. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do that. You right-click in there.
There we go. Taking a look at some of these amazing Mei plays we're seeing from Jivey, really cutting this offense apart. That's going to be Jivey taking down the...
Yeah, mostly using those Mei walls for defense, but this time getting that Ursa alone, exactly what you want.
And this is just going to be a complete callback from the side of UTEP.
The Ursa is kicking herself right now. She can't seem to stay alive. I wonder if that's the healers or just some placement issues.
Definitely, and we're going to see the first point going to NMSU. 0 contestation coming out from this UTEP team.
Yeah,
Not a single point.
We didn't see I don't think we saw a single ult from the other side either. That's unfortunate. You really want to make sure your DPS is able to get a good ult off, clear out some of the healers, the back line. As long as that Baptiste and the Lucio are able to just
Get on the thing. How do you go first person again? What button is this?
it's right click. Just look at them and then right click. That's weird.
There we go.
And then proceed to go back to first person. It's really gone. Or space.
There we go.
It's a very,
This is like an
very controverted or complex control scheme for some reason.
You would think it'd be way easier, but it's going to be a very fast take coming out from
NMSU is really helping them get to point way faster than the other team, which is very, very important on the tower.
How did you switch to character time?
It is left and right arrow. It's like all over the keyboard.
There we go.
Really got to have like 6 hands off.
100%, yeah. So this is going to be some big damage coming in from this Diva. We'll take down
Looks like the Diva is doing a little bit better than recent pick. Getting that damage they need. Hopefully she can stay alive and get her mech back here. They successfully take site. Very good push from UTEP. Looks like they got a little bit more control in this.
Zulu's going to snipe that Diva out of her mech there. That's going to go ahead and essentially cut off this tank prowess coming in from the team. It does look like they're going to go ahead and focus this tank. It's going to be the Doomfist of Enex taking down one. Jivey going to take out the second one. Looking to go ahead and shut down this.
Yeah, we took
Pharah.
We take out a healer, we take out the Junkrat. That's a big chunk of their damage if this Pharah can't.
Oh
Ooh,
no,
and
and 2 are going to fall off the map.
Like
Technically, Jivey's going to take that one.
Not keeping track of her fuel and falls off the map. That's okay.
Phenomenal work coming out from Enex to just pressure them off towards those dangerous portions of the map. They are taking awareness of that Pharah still up on the board. Enex doing a great job backing to his team, making sure to walk right back out, getting those heals coming in. This Diva's going to be super low now, looking to try to go ahead and eat up any of this utility.
I'm expecting, yeah, Pharah
That's going to only be one.
Yeah, I'm expecting a switch here because Sojourn and Soldier.
Oh, and this is going to be a complete wipe as Enex is going to pretty much take the last
just takes the
player.
Group up with the team. Yeah, I'm expecting. Maybe she's staying on Pharah, but she's getting pretty hard countered by this Soldier and Sojourn. I think it's in their best interest to switch it up here. The Sojourn can also just snipe that Junkrat out of wherever spot he's trying to play from whenever she gets her railgunner charged up.
Ooh, this is going to be a very aggressive Diva play here. Looking to go ahead and get aggressive. Jivey and Zulu. Going to take down one. Zulu gets a third as he's going to take down the.
Yeah, you got to be careful about pushing in with Diva like that, especially if your team's not behind you. You can get caught out in your little form and not have no cover and just die immediately.
This is going to be absolutely beautiful work from this NMSU team. I really want to go ahead and highlight Enex as he's pretty much just holding back this entire offensive squad with the solo Doomfist.
Yeah, the Doomfist
he does have the ult there.
Well.
The charge not going to reach much. And this is the Pharah now being charged up, but the pressure now on the site.
They get the site.
But
Diva's out of her mech once again, and she's going to get it back.
This is absolutely perfect
Kiriko
timing. The
very
Kiriko
low, but she
shot.
saves herself and then still dies.
Diva's going to be the last one here. No time left.
Once again, Diva fending for herself on site. She's got her Lucio with her, or that's our Lucio. So she's all alone. Junkrat's coming back, but it's too late.
That's going to be all done and dusted for
really
UTEP.
not too much flexibility from UTEP. They're trying to make some agents work that I don't think. I don't think the Pharah junk is a great counter to just high damage agents like that. Sojourn and Soldier are going to snipe that Pharah out of the air every day of the week.
And that's going to be Jivey getting the play of the game as you see him absolutely snipe out that Junkrat, looking to go ahead and melt the Kiriko, just assisting this entire team. And it's going to be sniping that poor Mercy right out of the sky. And that's a beautiful map 1 for NMSU, looking to go ahead and continue the momentum going into game number 2. I believe it's going to be a different game mode, obviously. It's looking to be either push or a hybrid game mode, just because control, obviously, that's what you guys just witnessed right now. But talk to me a little bit about the picks. I know you mentioned that there's going to be a lot of counter picking essentially with this NMSU comp. Talk to me what UTEP needs to do better.
Well, I think Junkrat could have worked there. Faro was definitely probably should have taken the hint and switched to a different agent that's just going to be able to target the back line and probably take out some of those healers, so it's not so hard to it's tough when there's a Lucio because he can get around, but you got to have somebody able to pick them off. And Junkrat was just getting caught out like behind his team. D.Va would kind of push up, maybe have one healer with her, but not survive the damage getting poured on her, and then at the same time we can just look around to the back as Junkrat tries to catch up and catch him out alone. So really just no matter the picks, you got to play a little bit more together. I think D.Va is a hard tank to do that with because you can do so much more damage, and when you're getting maybe frustrated with your DPS, you try to do it for them, but you really also got to make sure you're catching bullets with your defense matrix, making it harder to take out your squishies, and yeah. Don't know what comp they'll be running on this next map for an objective site. I'm guessing they'll probably start with the Ursa again, and maybe continue with that Doomfist. The Doomfist was working out really nice, not taking too much damage and getting that support from his healers.
Definitely, yeah. One thing that I really want to highlight there was the amazing support staff that essentially the front runners of this NMSU team had, Drummer and Dragonheart, absolutely insane at the support role. The Ana, the Mercy, they had some Kiriko here and there, as well as the Lucio that we really saw shine this time around. Did not let Enix die a lot, which is usually what happens. And then Zulu obviously doesn't need any help at all. He's sniping pretty much anybody out of the sky alongside Jivey there, but we're actually going to see a substitution come in. Depresso is going to come in for Jivey on the duelist, aka the initial hit scan / attack. I don't even know what is the role called in this game. It's not duelist. That's Valorant.
Yeah, I guess
DPS. My bad.
Technically damage, but DPS is what I call it. Yeah, so we're going to a hybrid map here, so they'll have that first objective point and then the payload they're going to have to push along. These maps can be very tricky to get that first site, especially because there's so much room between the spawn point and the site. But if they get picked off our defense side too early, then they'll have some ground to cover and possibly not make it back in time to protect their squishies, the tank, I mean. And yeah, so it's going to be hopefully another good map for NMSU, but I think they'll adjust to the way that they were playing on that first map, play a little bit more together, try to pick some more counter picks instead of kind of sticking with the agents they are maybe more comfortable with. And yeah, pay attention to what's going wrong.
Definitely. And when it comes to Enix's tank play, obviously I know personally being, that I'm Enix's friend, he had a tough time transitioning to Overwatch 2. He wasn't very, used to being just the solo tank, being that it's definitely one of the more important parts of a team composition now in this 5v5 change in Overwatch 2. And essentially being flexible, not being the Zarya one trick was what he was always trying to avoid, and it looks like he's absolutely proving all the haters wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Doomfist, impeccable. I'm sure his Zarya is still very good. Let's see if he switches it up for games 2 and 3.
Yeah, can't agree more. Tank is extremely important now. It's kind of where your whole team is revolving around the tank. If the tank backs up, you got to back up because you're going to get caught out by the other tank who can deal just as much damage as the DPS. And possibly playing Ursa, stick you up against a wall, playing Doomfist, take out half your health. The tanks are just so much stronger, and at the same time, without one, your push is almost non-existent. When it's 4v4, DPS versus DPS, you can make do, but you lose your healers, and your tank is the last thing keeping you alive until the healers can get back.
Definitely. And it looks like we're going to be going to Kings Row for our hybrid map. I like the Kings Row. It's no longer nighttime. It's like daytime now. I thought Kings Row night is a little bit dreadful.
Another classic map. Looks like we're sticking for those. I mean, I know personally the new maps have taken a lot of learning and definitely perform worse. Just to match.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use any of the controls in Overwatch, but we'll get a hang of it here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like the new changes to Overwatch 2 in terms of the cosmetic sides. Obviously, they're doing a great job with their Battle Pass. I know Overwatch has that stigma around it. That is unfortunately not the the best esports platform as of right now, but if our players are having fun, that means you guys are having it too. We're going to get straight into game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, that just comes with a game, you know, existing for a long time, and it's going to lose a little bit of its kick popularity, especially as new games like CS2 are coming out. But I think Overwatch is absolutely irreplaceable in the gameplay itself. Like the absolute necessity to have your team playing as one complete unit, everybody doing their jobs perfectly, saving their abilities for the perfect moment. That's another important part of tank. Is if you're playing Ursa, you use your javelin too early, you use your spin move too early, and you are leaving your team and yourself completely vulnerable to like a Bastion turret. So you got to keep an eye out for what the other team is using. Use your own stuff. Be able to turn on a dime and stop your healers from getting attacked in your backline. It's very, very, very intense, and that's why it's kind of hard for people to get into these days, perhaps. But it's just a classic game, and I think nobody does it better in terms of absolute team gameplay.
Definitely. And we're looking to load up with the side of UTEP. UTEP Honey Badgers. For those of you guys that don't know, I used to be a Honey Badger. Back in the dark ages of my esports career, I was a Honey Badger. I played for the Valorant team. I was their media specialist back then too. I was pretty much doing the same thing I was doing here. But I was also part of NMSU, so I was conflicted for a very long time. I was conflicted inside me, the force. I didn't know whether to listen to the dark side or the light side, and I think I picked the right side.
I think so too. I think we wouldn't be able to manage without you, Vic. I mean, you're a huge part to the NMSU, putting together the NMSU white Valorant team, and great advantage in the media team. Yeah, very biased, but I think what I'm saying is absolutely true. And if any people at UTEP know Vic, they know that what I'm saying is true as well. I'm sure they were sad to miss you. But back to the game.
Back to the game. It does look like to be a strong start for UTEP. They're already pretty much pushing onto the base. It's going to be 2 quick kills from Zulu and Dragonheart. Some great picks. It's going to be a res now on
quite
for that soldier.
But now they got no healers, and that's just another kill on soldier.
Ooh, Depresso with Drummer. Absolutely frying.
Looks like we're sticking with the Sojourn, and we got the Mei back. And same healer comp. Baptiste, Lucio wasn't getting shut down last round, so we're going to keep doing what works. They're back on the Cassidy, back on the... they've got a soldier this time. And our first Ramantra pick of the game. Ramantra's one of the new tanks, very, very powerful. Similar to Sigma in some ways, but a little bit different. Close range damage.
On that, this is what this NMSU team is so good at doing. They're singling out the DPS player there. In this case, it was the Cassidy, absolutely demolishing him.
Yeah, it's something that made is better than any other damage, just singling people out like that.
Definitely, and you see they're already focusing all these low players there, specifically Enix with that amazing Sigma play that we are seeing. A great res is going to come out from the Mercy.
Speed it up a little bit. They're back in the spawn, but never a bad time to res.
That's a crazy boulder. Crazy boulder, by the way. Absolutely 100% worth. But yeah, some great picks. Zulu is just cleaning up everybody. We are going to see.
They're switching it up. Yeah, Zarya.
Yeah, Zarya changed.
Ashe instead of Cassidy.
Oh, this is a huge possibility. It's going to be 3 up. It's going to be a lot of damage dealt now. Not going to be the absolute teardown they wanted. When Zulu's going to take, Enix is going to take down that Zarya.
Another res off, but really, I don't think this is going to go UTEP's way if they can't manage to single out the healers. The healers are doing an amazing job on our team right now, and they are making sure that nobody is dropping below half health.
And Enix is seeing pure red in his eyes, ladies and gentlemen. He's going for those.
Yeah, he knows his healers are going to back him up. He's got the damage he's got the crazy Sigma bounces to do it.
To back him up, yeah. The Zarya bubble is going to be very important.
They almost have a push here, but again, the main wall stops it.
Oh wait,
the Bob actually helps them break through that wall.
Pushed back. This is absolutely phenomenal. This could have been absolutely
This is a great push. Okay.
Supercharged.
UTEP is down 1, but they have a chance.
That's going to be Zulu and Drummer shutting it completely down. And that's going to be Zulu taking down 3 with Drummer, taking up the last 2.
Exactly like we talked about before the match. Sometimes it's very difficult to get that first sight on these hybrid maps, and you can't even start to think about the payload push. So they're going to have a minute here, possibly enough time for 2 pushes, but if they waste enough time at this choke, this could be their last chance. They single out the Zarya again, and he just might die.
Yeah, now
barely survives. Sigma's just ready to take damage. Perfect harmony in these 2
ADS players, DPS players, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, and these Sigma shields versus his absorbing thing. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, essentially the damage deference there. Absolutely doing a great job. They
Sigma's
take
able
down
to
the
push up
healers.
easily. Really
the
just
other
a healer
healer
and two healers and one
Enex.
DPS, and they can't stop him.
Give them mercy.
Give them some mercy, guys.
Come on.
I mean, if UTEP can do just as well on defense, then they will
They have a
win this
chance.
game. If they can get this last push off here, they can as well. Hopefully they have some ults, maybe a Zarya ult.
Ooh, this is going to be a big
He's getting ready to pop it, but I'm not sure.
Something going to be 2, and
It looks like Zarya just cannot find the opportunity. Oh, she doesn't even
Drummer
have it.
falls. This is a great opportunity for UTEP to get back into this game right now. Enix is going to
yeah, they
fall
take
there.
sight. I don't know what happened. I think Sigma lost his healers and he was not able. Finally, exactly like I said, if they can take out the healers, it makes everything a lot easier.
A full wipe, but that's going to be a freeze coming out from
So they're going to get
Zulu.
an
Or, I'm sorry,
extra
Depresso.
an extra minute to push the payload. Oh,
You're
2
actually
minutes.
3 minutes. That's got to be absolutely infuriating if you're the side of NMSU. You did such a great job defending, and the last absolute most important push, you weren't able to get it off, but the fact that they were able to waste so much time is going to pretty much show exactly how talented they are. And I honestly think when this payload starts moving, I think NMSU just has a better chance of essentially executing a good hold or a lockout in general, just because they're able to reposition themselves in more than just one lobby area.
I think they managed to kind of take down all of Sigma's util, so he was not able to kind of protect his healers as much as he has been. Maybe we lost the May wall, so he couldn't solo some people out. But I think unless they're able to more consistently take out our healers, it's going to be very difficult. I think maybe they should go with somebody who can possibly get into our back line.
Zulu's going to take down that.
Because Sigma is very
focused.
huge.
That's going to be 2 kills coming in from Zulu, 1 for Depresso, and that's going to be a 3rd for Zulu,
Another team
and a
kill.
2nd for Depresso. A team kill
I
comes
think
through.
that is possibly 3 or 4 team kills at this point. They're doing a very good job of just domino affecting, taking out the tank first, kind of, or maybe the 2 healers beforehand, and just wiping the whole team.
Definitely. One thing I really want to mention here is the DPS from UTEP is just, I'm sorry, but they're not in the game right now. They're just unfortunately not really doing too much to the opposing
Once again,
DPS
right
players.
now, once again, kind of having 2 characters who perform the exact same role, similar to Farah and Junkrat, who are both kind of long distance characters.
Oh, it's a good stun, it's a good stun. Great damage coming through. The Lucio ult's going to come through.
Oh my god.
And the combo,
that's
it's
gonna catch
over, it's
all
over,
four.
it's
He
over.
misses the healer, he's not, and
but
counter Lucio ult saves their lives.
Not enough though.
Zarya's up.
That's going to be
Shutting
shutting down
soloed
Zarya.
out. Great May wall again. They're not able to get around it. They're just watching helplessly as Zarya gets destroyed by the team. Again,
Enix is absolutely so aggressive with this Sigma. He has no chance.
We actually see both healers alive very frequently after the rest of the team is dead. That's mostly to do with the May wall going up and completely blocking them from being able to help the rest of their team.
Enix is putting on a show for us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry if it feels like I'm just on his point of view, but like truly and honestly, it's the most
focus of the
entertaining.
team right now. He's the center point. Everybody else is doing their jobs around him exactly as you want, but he is making sure they all stay alive.
This Hanzo is getting super aggressive. He is going to take a lot of damage now, but that's going to be Drummer taking him right
Hanzo
back
is
out.
hoping for a different result to his Ashe gameplay, but it doesn't happen. So they get a decent amount of ground there, better than they would have, better position than they would have been in if they did not manage to get that first point. But really, as I was saying, they got to think about what roles their DPS are performing here. Like, I mean, it seems like they have somewhat of an aversion to Reaper for some reason. He's kind of the classic pick to get into the back line, just teleport behind, just start to kill those healers in 1 or 2 shots if you can hit him, and that'll just take out part of the reason the team is doing so incredibly well. Their healers are alive until the last possible moment, really losing maybe 1 at a time, but never both.
Yeah, and look where this payload is positioned. It's right outside the initial first break of this choke point, and essentially NMSU needs to push it a little bit farther than that to really get anywhere, and that's going to be a tall task for this NMSU team to do, but
they
it's
have
going to be
a lot
even
of time,
taller.
and I mean, based on NMSU's gameplay so far, I mean, we haven't seen them just on an attack versus defense side since we were playing on control point last map, but I expect their push to be pretty together here. The Bastion, again, we saw how well they were playing together. Oh, no, sticking with the Mei, and oh, yeah, no, we are going to get the Bastion.
The Bastion from Zulu is something to not be trifled with.
Yeah,
Zulu is a very mechanical gamer. He can aim absolutely flawlessly, and if you give him a character that has a lot of damage downrange, like something like the Bastion, he's going to be deadly, and they're actually going to switch it off.
Especially with the Rhine, blocking him with the shield and then pulling out his hammer to deal with anybody close, or at least get him half so the Bastion can finish him off.
Yeah, it's going to be
the Lucio push, the other Bastion on the other side, and really taken out with the Hanzo hits and the Bastion and Zarya. Hopefully Zarya's UTEP is going to get some charge here.
That could be the only hope, really.
Yeah, so that 100, ooh, looks like she's getting a good amount of damage on her shield, getting charged up. That 100 charge, full charge Zarya is a force to be reckoned with. We don't exactly have, we have the Bastion counter, not really a Zarya counter per se, besides Bastion to be able to take down the shield very quickly and just start using her health if she gets walled off. Looks like he didn't go with the Mei, but they're
very aggressive push here now. Zulu's going to
takes out the Bastion, very good.
Great damage coming through. He's looking to go
not
and take
able
down
to do the
opposite.
damage up close.
Oh, and that's going to be a wipe coming in from Enix.
That's how you push, ladies
Zulu.
and gentlemen. That is how you play together. Nobody dies before the push gets going, and the tank pushes up with the team, supports the Bastion, the healers supporting everybody, staying alive. You can see Baptiste is already at 85% ult, very good for the amount of time we've been in the game.
You know, I'm kind of mad right now because I was spectating Enix because he was doing so well, but Zulu was absolutely getting a lot of kills. I got some flack for it in my Discord DMs, and I was like, you know what, I'll spectate Zulu, watch him get a couple kills, and as soon as I do that, Enix gets 3 to open up the round alongside some of the supports and drummers. So
yeah, I mean, Sigma is a very good agent for getting those kills. Sometimes I remember before the Overwatch 2 switch, people would complain that they were getting the most damage.
Watch this Genji diff. Watch this Genji diff right now. It's going to be so crazy. Woohoo! That's Zulu into Presso closing it up.
You can see how much the team is pushing up here just to push them back as far as possible and help the one person on the payload just slowly push it up to that point they got to hit.
This is kind of dangerous because you just have only the healer, right? But
yeah.
on the opposite side, you're seeing
on King's Row, the spawn point is so far away after that first point that really like this is their spawn point for the rest of the game.
Yeah. And that's going to pretty much be game right there as NMSU does eclipse the point of where UTEP was, and that's going to be game number 2 in the books for NMSU.
Yeah, they're going to have to make some serious changes if they're hoping to pull this third map back. They're right at match point here. I'd love to see UTEP win this game.
Just to make it a series.
Yeah, just to make it a series, but honestly, if they do not start pulling out some more unique agents, they're kind of running very, very similar comps. Hanzo, Ashe, McCree is
Zulu on a beautiful 5-piece to close it out. I think
Very
Drummer
nice.
actually cleaned up that last one, but a impeccable game number 2.
Yeah, wonderful
Zulu.
performance from NMSU this game. UTEP, yeah, I mean, I think they're really running like Ashe, McCree, Hanzo. I think maybe I saw Soldier for a second there, but not that long, and the Bastion right there at the end. And all of those characters are only able to do damage from afar, really. Bastion can get up a little bit in your face, but he'll get punished for it because he's very slow
We saw
in his
Depresso
turret form.
absolutely get melted on that first initial push. The Hanzo just real fast,
And
real quick.
They had the Genji there at the end, but he was not doing that backline damage that we talked about. Really, I think simple is better. Reaper is a very, very easy character, but he is the most survivability in terms of DPS that are going to be able to just get back there, take out a healer, and escape unharmed. I think it would be worth a try, considering the fact that they're not able to take out these healers very often. The Sigma is right up in their face, dealing with everybody at the same time, never really having to turn around and deal with somebody else attacking the flank. On King's Row, on a match like that, on defense, it's kind of hard to get in the flank because their spawn is right there, and then you get pushed back all the way to that other spawn, so I get that. But on their attacking side, they definitely could have been doing a lot more of that.
Definitely. We're actually going to see another team change coming in. It's a little bit of different, a little bit of the same. We're going to have Highlight come in for Jivey, or previously it was Depresso that was in that spot. He's going to be refilling up that DPS position alongside Zulu. Highlight, as you guys know, a.k.a. Mariano, a.k.a. the GOAT, the dad, you know? Missing the gamer baby. Last time we had an Overwatch stream, we had the gamer baby up here casting.
The gamer baby, yeah.
We're missing.
We're a
dear
poor
Maribel.
substitute, but we'll make do.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, gamer baby's Overwatch knowledge is unparalleled, but we're trying to make some educated inferences here about how everybody's playing and what they could do better. Honestly, no notes for NMSU. Doing an amazing job so far at just playing together, playing coordinated, and the tank play is just pristine.
One thing I do have to mention, from that initial break that UTEP were able to go ahead and get on the defense side when NMSU was playing defense, was they were frenetic when it came to their ult usage, right?
Oh, yeah.
They had 3 possible ults to stop that, and they didn't use them in conjunction with each other. They essentially did one by one, and they were all ults, kind of like Doomfist, kind of like Mei, and kind of like, I think it was Lucio. I mean, it kind of helped on the health side, but they used them not in conjunction where if the heal had popped first, it would have made it easier to pop the other 2. Compared to the ult popping second after the Doomfist ult, and Doomfist ult takes him out of the gunfight, right? It takes him out of the initial push, so that it immediately unevens the odds, at least for a couple seconds, and then by the time you're already kind of putting your location down for that Doomfist drop, the team's already pushed up, and they're already in your zone, and the Mei ult drops, and you're nowhere to be seen, and you're singled out 5v4, 5v1,
those
right?
the combo ults are extremely important in Overwatch. NMSU isn't necessarily having to coordinate too much in that department. They're just kind of using their ults when necessary, but not taking a lot of pressure, like not having to counter ult very often or anything like that. I think they had some ideas for counter ults. Initially on defense, we saw them with the Zarya Hanzo, which can lead to a very good grab dragon, but they did not get it off. Hanzo died pretty quickly, and then I think he switched off to Genji pretty quick after that. So yeah, it's going to be pretty important that they try to coordinate those. Maybe a Nano Blade if the Genji's good enough. Again, grab dragon if the tank likes to play Zarya. It really
myriad of
just get
combinations.
creative, yeah.
Yeah, get creative. That's definitely the number one thing. Now, I will say, the last time we did a Rivalry Week match, this was the only game and map mode combination that NMSU was able to win. No shade there, but it was the only chance they got to win a map, and this is exactly where they're trying to end the series right here, right now. And this is going to be the newest game mode to Overwatch 2. It's going to be a Flashpoint, which is it's very similar to Hardpoint for those of you guys that are familiar with Call of Duty. If you're not, I think I just absolutely closed the game. Okay, no, man. We just tapped out.
Yeah.
But for those of you guys that are not aware, essentially the team has to sit in a point for a certain amount of seconds to win the point, and then it'll transition to a different part of the map.
Yep.
This introduces a new type of map to Overwatch where it's kind of open, not so much lane dependent, similar to how the rest of the game modes are.
Yeah.
So very interesting.
Very different. Very hard to play in comp when you don't have a team that's listening to you, because you kind of get split up trying to go 3 different ways to the same site. Because the map is kind of set up like that, and it can lead to getting picked off kind of one by one in a lot of very bad situations, and very often it ends up at 3-0. You have to get 3 of these flashpoints to win the map, and if you do not kind of play all in one group until you get to the site, then it's going to be a slaughter.
Definitely. We're going to go right into game number 3 here, starting soon. As you can see, all these maps have different point-esque zones. I'm not even really too sure how spawns work. I think it's just a set spawn point, to be honest with you. But as you can see, both of these teams already assembling their loadouts. The tanks are going to be the absolute most important part, being that you just kind of have to be ready to rumble, essentially, everywhere you look, everywhere you try to fight. On the side of UTEP, it looks like we're going to have the Ramatra, the Moira, the Soldier 76.
Again. I think they could get some really good value out of the Ramatra, since he's one of the tanks that is most capable of taking out the healers just by walking up to the back line punching through a bunch.
Pause.
And I think
Zulu is on tank.
Yep.
What is going on?
I thought he was going to run ball for a second there, but instead he's going to go for the Doomfist. I want to see some good Doomfist plays.
And Enex is on Ana. Drummer is going to be on Duelist or DPS. This is going to be an absolute show for you guys, ladies and gentlemen.
For Doomfist, with these hot healers, he's got to make sure he's staying in view of the Ana at the very least. And
a good
if he
stun
doesn't, then the Mercy might get killed trying to get in there and save it.
Definitely. That's going to be Saffron taking down Dragonheart on that
finally,
Zulu's point. Zulu is going to
Kree
trade him
gets
right
one of
back
those
out.
early picks he's been looking for, trying to go after some Kree.
Oh, wait, Zulu's going to
and
clean
they
them all.
stop paying attention to the back line. And
It's going to be highlights coming in to clean it up. It's going to be the Moira and the Soldier 76, last two alive.
Moira's
It's
not
gonna be
able
the
to
close
heal her
one.
soldier.
And that's it, yo. It doesn't matter what role these players play. They're still going to get the points, and they're still going to win.
It looks like
their
they might
fight.
try to push into the back line, or just the stick around point. Yeah, Doomfist is one of those tanks that is one of the most capable of soloing people out and getting out. Like, he's kind of similar to Winston in the way that he can kind of
That's
jump
a
in
great
and
name.
jump out, but much more damage coming out from him if he plays his shield right.
Definitely, and you actually could hear Edex. And that's going to be Drummer getting two amazing picks,
so
and that's going to be Dragonheart getting another one.
Very good sleep from Ana, stopping that Ramattra block and another team kill.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm so sad I didn't catch any of that, but that was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it from the Ramatra's point of view. We saw him get absolutely shut down. Unfortunately, I don't think he realized the sleep dart would be able to take him out of his block like that, and completely left his team open to getting destroyed.
Definitely, and you're going to see this UTEP team decide to go ahead and challenge from a different location. A great slam is going to go ahead and...
NMSU playing off-site, giving him a site, but I don't know if they're going to be able to take advantage. Ramatra is staying alive this time. Needs some healing.
Some great stunts, some great pushes. It's going to be an ult coming through. He's going to single out the 4 soldier with his goggles out. He's going to go ahead and take down.
Could have soloed the Ramatra there, but instead tries to focus on Kree up top.
This could be a great pick onto the McCree. They need to be absolutely
both hiding in the corner here. Really, Lucio's
Zulu takes down another. Can he get the
Lucio
third?
is not managing to do enough healing to keep these guys alive. Very strange healer pick from...
Yo, Dragonheart's crazy.
Yeah, very strange healer picks from UTEP right now. Kiriko is good, but
not fast enough.
Not enough healing, and can't really go through walls. And Lucio is got to have that perfect timing on his thing where he...
His switch.
Yeah, his switch and... turning up the beat or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the group Q.
Yes.
That's what I like to call it.
Gotta make sure he can, because it's very, very, very slow. It's great for the group healing, but not good at saving somebody from death.
Exactly, yeah. And this is going to be a great...
yeah, something you'll notice about Flashpoint is that those points go by very, very fast as compared to Control Point, where you have a lot of time to kind of get the sight back, get a little bit of progress.
Definitely.
You can very quickly get up to 90%.
Oh, and Zulu's targeting these DPS players like he is a DPS player right now.
Soldier kind of getting caught up on his own and ending up behind the Bastion and not really. Looks like NMSU
it's going to give it the point a little bit early.
There. They have the advantage on this flashpoint, but Doomfist stays alive like a pro, waits for his team. That's something that's super important, is when you know that your team is gone, you got to get out of there, and something that not everybody's able to do.
If NMSU is able to win this map, it's going to be an absolute feat of teamwork, because all of these players are playing on absolutely opposite roles.
I mean, the heals
what they're supposed to be playing right now.
It's going to be switching it up, giving a chance to kind of catch him off guard.
Or also maybe just, trying to challenge themselves.
Yeah, already 50% progress on the point. We're not going for the site take just yet because we know we do not have the pick. Zari gets out of there and is going to get some healing, but not enough. You can see that she's already still at half. Still very, very low. Yeah, she's going to be probably yelling at her healers there, not getting the healing she needs in order to survive that. She gets away, but...
Big picks from Dragonheart. We'll take down the Cassidy. They're going to go ahead and get that point now and switch the tides over.
Easy pickings as soon as the tank goes down. Really, they need to get a tank healer going here that's going to be able to just focus their Zarya, make sure she can stay alive.
Definitely.
Really, no reason she should be dying there when she backs up like that.
100%, yeah. This match means a little bit more to this team than it does, a regular match. This is a rivalry week matchup, and both Enix and I believe Dragonheart and Jivey all come from El Paso, which is where UTEP is located. So this is a very
nice take.
See,
that's a great soldier ult there. I don't know if they comboed it with the Ana Nano, or they don't have an Ana Nano. That's
the ult's gonna come through and he's gonna be
same ult we
eliminated.
kind of saw earlier, but he doesn't get away with it and survive.
Yeah, and this is going to be a UTEP point for point number 2.
Wonderful. UTEP putting up a good fight on these flashpoint maps. Looks like they have a handle on staying together, taking these flashpoints with plenty of time remaining.
Yeah, this is as Jivey puts it in the chat, a very wild matchup. But regardless, point number 2 is up, or point number 2, yeah, is completed. Point number 3 now on the board. Usually, if you're a good team, 3-0, right? 3-0 in the game mode and over and done and dusted. But it doesn't look like to be the case, being that all these players are playing an absolute different role. We're actually going to see Amanda Dragonheart and Drummer, the 2 DPS players, absolutely frying the opposing team.
This next site is going to be probably the most important of the game. This next point is going to put us at match point for whatever team gets up, and that could lead to the third one going very easily in their favor when the pressure's on.
The fact that Drummer and Amanda, the typical DPS players, or I'm sorry, support players, are just demolishing on DPS is
they've been itching for the chance.
Oh, unfortunate. Trade there is not going to happen there. Ooh, but the Bastion will come in through. It's going to do some great work to just keep everybody off the contention. But the DPS from UTEP is keeping up.
Zarya's shielding their teammates, getting their charge up a little bit.
They do a little bit of trolling.
And UTEP is running the Reaper. I wonder if that has something to do with
maybe their DPS output. Yeah. They are looking to get.
See, that's what you want from your DPS. You want a good combo of somebody who can get up close, just deal a ton of damage, and somebody who can stay
big
back,
picks there.
Try to get some headshots.
But the grab from the enemy Zarya is going to be absolutely detrimental. And that's going to be another NMSU push halted.
UTEP still's got the site though. Yeah. Very good, very good. They're stocking up on ults as well. Reaper ult on the way, McCree ult, Lucio ult, Kiriko ult. Kiriko ult can be very, very helpful in taking this third site. And we almost have another Doomfist ult, but not a lot else. Tracer ult is gonna maybe be good for some picks, but not for a full site take if he only gets one. The Ana Nano can be very decisive though. Ana Nano's Doomfist can get some huge value out of.
Damage will come through. That's going to be one of the healer stuns, but it does look like NMSU wants the fight here. The DPS is going to go and take down the
very
healer.
Good support ult, keep them all alive. Gets to 99.
Beautiful pick from Zulu. He takes down 3.
Very nice.
Huge pick.
Very good pick.
And that's at the 99th percentile.
They stay alive, wait out the Lucio ult, and then hit them hard. But UTEP is at 99% here. They have time.
They got to play perfect Overwatch on these off rolls, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it looks like Reaper tried to pop his ult there and didn't get away with it. I wish we caught that.
Oh yeah,
that could have been very important. That's
not good. But look at Zulu. He's absolutely behind everybody. He got the nano. He's looking to go ahead and do all the damage he can. This is going to be an early cutoff right here.
Keeps Bastion alive with that.
Zarya. But the nano not going to last long enough. Zarya's going to be last up. And
where's the Bastion though? Bastion can kind of double his up.
Oh, the Bastion's going to be
very
taken
good take
down.
from UTEP. UTEP wants this site bad. They knew they had the time.
Point away.
And now they got match point. Now NMSU.
Oh wait, they're touching. This is
touching here. Tracer, very good time waster. Very good at staying alive. Lucio, who should hopefully be able to heal her.
Wait. This might actually be a possibility. Nah, it's not going to happen. Unfortunate for NMSU is they're going to go ahead and lose that third point.
But they're starting to stock up on ults once again.
The Reinhardt change?
The Reinhardt may be the move here. Support his team a little bit more.
Oh, and he does take down Zarya, but he is going to go ahead and be taken down and even trade.
That's going to make it a lot easier for them to push this flash point, but they have 20 seconds for the Reinhardt to get back. They're down their tank as well, honestly, so
not the end of the world. Yeah, so NMSU, they need to fix their mental if they want to play here. This Mercy pick is absolutely wild.
Honestly, I think they're probably still feeling good. Flashpoint can be very frustrating, but I think they're confident in their ability to take this one back. This site is very, very annoying because you can just... I know personally I fall through the middle of that site like almost every time, even though I know it's there.
There's some great damage coming out from Zulu here. I'm sorry, Drummer. See, I'm so used to them playing their original rules. But this
ooh, and big ult. Oh, good switch from Mercy. I was about to say.
That's gonna be Drummer and Amanda taking down one each. There's gonna be some big heals that they need to go ahead and get.
Stay on that up. This Mercy, but Lucio's getting in front of her.
Some great stuff coming in. Zulu's gonna take down another with the Reinhardt. An absolutely phenomenal play.
Mercy
and this is gonna be
just
all the
managing to keep her heal on this Rein and keep him alive.
Oh, the miss on the right click is not gonna leave a good taste in Zulu's mouth there. I'm sorry, Drummer's mouth there.
so clearly, I think, I don't know when they switched to the Moira on UTEP, but that is definitely helping them keep the tank alive, keep their healers alive, keep their players alive.
The big ult from the Bastion.
With the grab.
Is it going to last anything?
It didn't get a kill, but I think he did a good job of doing some damage.
And this is going to be 3 picks, 4
and
picks.
That's,
but Zulu gets
that's
the
the
last
ult you want. That's the ult you want. That's
no.
a nice Reaper ult.
All right, that's not that bad. Team kill comes through.
Not bad. Oh yeah, I forget I'm supposed to be supporting NMSU. No! No, bad Reaper ult. Oh, fudge.
Caught yourself there.
Yep.
Got yourself there.
we are family friendly here at the NMSU stream.
Overwatch is a game for everybody, for all ages, because you're shooting robots. You know, they can't feel pain.
It's cartoon game. I know that's how I can.
Not even real bullets. Not even real bullets. You can use the Lego skin on Bastion.
Yeah, exactly.
You shoot Legos. It's going to be
Energy
a big
blasts and Legos.
It's going to be a very big initial push now from this MSU team. They need to get something going here, specifically some early picks on either this DPS or the tanks. That's going to be exactly what they get. They're going to get the McCree out of the equation now. Looking to go ahead and just deal some damage now onto this.
Very good. Bash almost catches the Reaper, but he's going to survive. That's going to probably get some damage to heal himself, and he's got the Lucio back up as well.
They just needed to push him off.
And that's exactly the type of survivability I was talking about with Reaper. That last minute fade is kept keeping him alive.
Perfect.
NMSU gets the take, and they're going to take that 2-2. Now it is for real match point. It is right down to the wire. We got one more site to go.
This could be the series right here for NMSU. 2 team fights and they're done and dusted.
This could be the beginning of UTEP's comeback. We'll see.
The reverse sweep. Is it in the cards? It's always in the cards when you're playing the Honey Badgers live on stream. But this point is going to be one of the more dynamic ones. As you can see, there is that entire bridge above, which is going to be a very high point of contest for both of these teams.
UTEP not trying to switch it up on the DPS. They know it's working.
For the most part.
For the most part. I think they could be getting a little bit more value about
That's
McCree. I think
that huge ult there coming out. I'm not ult there, but like damage orb, whatever it's called, from the Zulu and Drummer.
Yeah, Zulu has given up. What tank was he on just a moment ago? Has he been on Sigma? Yeah, he was on Rhine. He started as Zarya, I think, switched to Rhine, and now he's on the Sigma once again. He knows he's good. He knows he can do more damage.
I'm looking at chat right now. JB, I love you. If you're in chat, if you're still listening, I love you so much. Miss him. Yeah. He's not gone or anything. I just miss him.
Take a moment to talk about Sojourn here. One of the new characters. I mean, it's not exactly new. Since if you count the release of Overwatch 2 as not new, but very strong agent. With those railgun shots effectively, a ton of damage.
Zulu's getting a lot of damage dealt here, but he's also
kind of solo ults on the Zarya there, so he's out of his ult, but he knows his team's got three just in case.
Ooh, and he's trying to keep this team alive. The grab,
oh my god,
surge.
Even without the invulnerability field, he keeps his team alive.
True.
Mercy pops her ult there to heal everybody on the team.
And the damage wall comes through. They're just trying to keep everyone up.
Look at that.
The damage is coming through.
Now that is ult timing for you. That's exactly what you want.
That's what we need. That's what we wanted.
And like we talked about, this flashpoint goes by fast.
And it's going to be done and dusted in 3 maps, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
NMSU takes down the Honey Badgers 3-0.
Very good. They really put up a fight on this flashpoint map. With a little bit better performance on their control point and hybrid maps, this could have been a real series, but NMSU is not trying their hardest not to give them the chance. Really shutting them down. We see this is a UTEP play of the game, first of the series.
Well, this was a really big
Reaper ult, but great damage from Zarya. She was doing a good job of keeping herself at 100 charge.
Definitely. We're actually going to send it to a quick break. We're going to get an interview with one of this Crimson Overwatch team players. We'll be right back after this short technical break.
See you in a minute.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our post-game interview with the man, the myth, the legend,
How you guys
the
doing?
last hope, redeems himself, currently 1-1
in rivalry
in
matches.
rivalry matches. Maybe you'll get a shot at NMT.
NMT, you know, if they can
have a team.
if
I'm
they
not
can
sure if they
field
do.
if they can field a team, you know, we want them. We want NMT.
Yeah.
We want all of New Mexico.
We want all of New Mexico. Talk to me about that absolute fun fest that was map number 3. That was absolutely ridiculous. I saw Amanda and Drummer getting the craziest kills of their entire life. And obviously I saw you doing an absolutely great job on the Ana. Talk to me about it.
Oh, you know, if you ask any of my teammates, they wouldn't agree. They all thought I was trolling my brains out, and to some effect I was. You know, honestly, you know, we've been trying this variation. You know, very serious variation that we're trying. You know, sometimes you gotta swap things up, and you know that today was our. You know, we gave it a
one
go.
chance.
Yeah, we gave
And it
a go.
worked.
You know, it worked, but it almost didn't.
It almost didn't.
I was a little scared, you know.
You guys had to tee up.
On that third flashpoint, I was definitely like, you know,
Sweating a little bit?
I was sweating so much because we were all gonna do push-ups if we lost.
Oh, no.
We know.
We know you love
It was fun.
push-ups.
It was fun. It was
Definitely. Well, congratulations. We take down the motherland as we are both from El Paso. Able to take down the folks downstairs.
Fun. You know, yeah. I don't feel too good about taking my hometown down, but I'm kidding.
Business as usual.
Yeah, you
That's
have
how
to get
it
it
is
done. You
around
have to
here.
get it done. But yeah.
Tune in tomorrow. We're going to have League of Legends close out rivalry week-ish. Wherever we
Rivalry
days,
half week, maybe?
half week. I'm not too sure, but make sure to tune in tomorrow 6:30. Thank you so much, Enex,
Thank you.
for finally winning an Overwatch
Thank
game.
you for having me.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.